Starting off strong at number 1, we have Elden Ring, which delivers an absolutely massive open-world experience that translates beautifully to handheld play on the Steam Deck. This collaboration between From Software and George R.R. Martin creates a dark fantasy universe filled with challenging combat and breathtaking environments. The game runs surprisingly well on the deck, with optimized settings allowing you to explore the lands between at a stable frame rate. You will encounter towering bosses, fierce enemies, and discover hidden secrets in every corner of this sprawling world. The flexibility of the Steam Deck makes it perfect for both quick dungeon runs and extended exploration sessions. Combat remains tight and responsive, even in portable mode, with all the precision you need for those demanding boss fights. Whether you are a Souls veteran or newcomer, the portability adds a fresh dimension to this already incredible adventure, making each journey through this unforgiving realm feel personal and intimate. Moving to number 2, Baldurs Gate 3 stands as one of the most ambitious RPGs ever created, bringing the depth of tabletop Dungeons & Dragons to life in spectacular fashion. The game features incredible freedom in how you approach every situation, with multiple solutions to problems and consequences that ripple throughout your entire playthrough. Character creation offers endless possibilities, letting you craft heroes from various races and classes, each with unique abilities and story moments. The tactical turn-based combat demands strategic thinking as you position your party and use the environment to gain advantages over enemies. On Steam Deck, the game performs admirably, with controls adapted brilliantly for handheld play, making complex menus and actions intuitive. The story branches in countless directions based on your choices, creating a truly personalized narrative experience. Voice acting, cinematics, and production values rival the biggest AAA titles, while maintaining the spirit of classic role-playing adventures that define the genre. At number 3, Hades revolutionized the roguelike genre by combining addictive gameplay with a compelling narrative that unfolds across multiple runs. You play as Zagreus, attempting to escape the underworld while uncovering family secrets and building relationships with a memorable cast of gods and characters. Each run feels different thanks to randomized room layouts, enemy placements, and a vast array of power-ups that create unique build combinations. The combat is incredibly satisfying, with tight controls, responsive dodging, and flashy abilities that make every encounter feel dynamic and exciting. On Steam Deck, the game runs flawlessly at 60 FPS, making it perfect for quick sessions or extended gaming marathons. The gorgeous hand-drawn art style pops on the screen, while the soundtrack creates an epic atmosphere for your repeated escape attempts. Death never feels frustrating because each run rewards you with story progression, currency for permanent upgrades, and new dialogue that keeps you motivated to dive back in immediately. Number 4 brings us Dead Cells, a masterclass in action platforming that blends challenging combat with exploration and character progression. The game features fluid movement and combat that feels incredible, whether you're rolling through enemy attacks or chaining together devastating combos. Procedurally generated levels keep each run fresh, while maintaining carefully designed challenges that test your skills and reflexes. The weapon variety is outstanding, with countless combinations of melee weapons, ranged attacks, and special abilities to discover and master. Steam Deck handles the fast-paced action perfectly, with zero input lag, ensuring every death feels fair and every victory feels earned. The pixel art style is gorgeous, with detailed animations and vibrant colors that make the gothic world come alive on the portable screen. Permanent progression systems let you unlock new weapons, abilities, and paths through the castle, giving you tangible rewards even when runs end in failure. Sitting at number 5, Stardew Valley offers the perfect portable farming simulation experience that can easily consume hundreds of hours of your life. You inherit a rundown farm and work to transform it into a thriving agricultural paradise while building relationships with the quirky townspeople. The gameplay loop is incredibly relaxing as you plant crops, tend animals, mine for resources, and customize every aspect of your property. Seasonal events, festivals, and individual character storylines create a living, breathing community that feels authentic and engaging. On Steam Deck, the game is absolutely perfect for portable play, with simple controls that work beautifully, and the ability to quickly jump in for short sessions or lose entire afternoons. The pixel art style has timeless charm, while the soundtrack creates a peaceful atmosphere that helps you unwind after stressful days. With fishing, crafting, cooking, combat, and social elements, there is always something new to discover or optimize, making it endlessly replayable. Coming in at number 6, Vampire Survivors proves that simple concepts executed brilliantly can create some of the most addictive gaming experiences available. The game strips away complex controls, giving you only movement while your character automatically attacks surrounding enemies in increasingly chaotic waves. What seems basic at first reveals incredible depth through strategic character selection, weapon evolution, and synergy between different power-ups. Each run lasts around 30 minutes, making it perfect for Steam Deck sessions, where you can squeeze in quick games during breaks or commutes. The progression system constantly rewards you with new characters, weapons, and upgrades that fundamentally change how you approach each level. Despite minimalist graphics, the screen becomes a beautiful bullet hell of effects as you mow down thousands of monsters in satisfying displays of power. The low system requirements mean the game runs perfectly on Steam Deck, while still delivering intense action that keeps you saying just one more run.
At number 7, Hollow Knight delivers one of the finest Metroidvania experiences ever created, with challenging combat, precise platforming, and haunting atmosphere. You explore the fallen kingdom of Hallownest, uncovering secrets, discovering abilities, and piecing together the tragic history of this underground world. The interconnected map design is brilliant, rewarding exploration and observation while constantly opening new paths as you gain movement abilities. Combat demands skill and patience, with boss fights that test your mastery of the tight controls and punish mistakes severely. On Steam Deck, the game runs flawlessly, maintaining smooth performance even during the most intense encounters with multiple enemies on screen. The hand-drawn art style is absolutely gorgeous, with each area having distinct visual themes, from crystalline caverns to fungal wastes. The haunting soundtrack and sound design create an oppressive atmosphere that perfectly captures the melancholy beauty of this dying kingdom. Number 8 features Celeste, a touching story about mental health wrapped in brutally challenging precision platforming that never feels unfair. You guide Madeline up Celeste Mountain through hundreds of deviously designed screens that test your reflexes, timing, and perseverance. The controls are incredibly tight, giving you precise air control and responsive dashing that makes difficult sequences feel conquerable with practice. Each chapter introduces new mechanics that build upon your skills while maintaining focus on pure platforming without overwhelming you with complexity. Steam Deck is ideal for this game, allowing you to tackle challenging rooms during short breaks or marathon entire chapters in focused sessions. The pixel art style uses color brilliantly to distinguish different hazards and platforms while creating beautiful atmospheric moments between intense sequences. The narrative deals with anxiety, depression, and self-doubt in genuine ways that resonate emotionally, while the assist mode ensures everyone can experience the story regardless of skill level. At number 9, Disco Elysium stands apart as one of the most unique RPGs ever made, focusing entirely on dialogue choices, skill checks, and detective work without combat. You play as an amnesiac detective investigating a murder in a strange district, while simultaneously trying to piece together your own identity. The writing is absolutely phenomenal, with thousands of dialogue options that reflect your skills, political leanings, and choices throughout the investigation. Your character build determines which internal voices speak loudest, whether that is logic, empathy, physical prowess, or complete chaos. On Steam Deck, the text-heavy gameplay works perfectly for portable reading, with controls adapted smoothly for navigating menus and examining crime scenes. The watercolor art style creates a distinctive melancholy atmosphere that perfectly matches the noir detective themes and philosophical storytelling. The voice acting in the Final Cut edition brings every character to life, adding emotional depth to an already incredible narrative experience. Number 10 brings Spider-Man Remastered swinging onto Steam Deck with surprisingly excellent performance for such a visually impressive action game. You experience the ultimate Spider-Man power fantasy through fluid web-swinging combat and an engaging story, featuring classic villains and emotional character moments. The traversal system is incredibly satisfying as you swing through New York City, maintaining momentum and chaining together acrobatic moves that look and feel spectacular. Combat blends gadgets, melee attacks, dodging, and environmental takedowns, creating dynamic encounters that reward creativity and quick reflexes. Steam Deck handles the game well with optimized settings, delivering smooth performance while maintaining the visual spectacle that makes web slinging so enjoyable. Side activities, collectibles, and challenges fill the open world without overwhelming you, giving plenty of optional content for completionists. The story balances superhero action with genuine emotional stakes as Peter Parker struggles with responsibility, relationships, and protecting the city he loves.
At number 11, God of War reimagines Kratos as an older father figure trying to honor his wife's final wish while teaching his son in the unforgiving Norse wilderness. The over-the-shoulder camera creates intimacy and intensity, maintaining continuous shots without cuts throughout the entire adventure. Combat feels weighty and brutal as you combo together axe throws, shield bashes, and bare-handed strikes, while your son Atreus provides support and occasional comic relief. The relationship between father and son forms the emotional core, with their dynamic evolving naturally through gameplay moments and carefully crafted story beats. On Steam Deck, the game runs surprisingly well, with settings adjusted to maintain playable frame rates without sacrificing too much visual fidelity. Exploration rewards curiosity with hidden chambers, challenging Valkyrie fights, and lore that deepens your understanding of Norse mythology. The seamless blend of combat, exploration, puzzle solving, and storytelling creates one of the most polished action-adventure experiences available on any platform.
Number 12, Red Dead Redemption 2 delivers an absolutely massive Western epic that translates remarkably well to portable play, despite its enormous scope and technical demands. You follow Arthur Morgan through the final days of the Van der Linde gang as modernization threatens their outlaw way of life. The world is stunningly detailed, with every town, ecosystem, and random encounter feeling handcrafted and purposeful rather than procedurally generated filler. Gameplay balances story missions with incredible freedom to hunt, fish, rob, interact with strangers, or simply explore the gorgeous frontier landscapes. Steam Deck requires settings adjustment but can deliver a playable experience that lets you enjoy this masterpiece anywhere. The narrative is deeply emotional, exploring themes of loyalty, mortality, and change through exceptional writing, motion capture, and voice acting. Weather systems, day-night cycles, and reactive NPCs create a living world that continues existing whether you are actively engaged in missions or riding through wilderness. At number 13, Cyberpunk 2077 has transformed from its troubled launch into an excellent RPG that shines on Steam Deck after numerous patches and improvements. You create V, a mercenary in Night City who becomes entangled with Johnny Silverhand in a story about identity, mortality, and corporate control. The first-person combat blends gunplay, hacking, and melee with character builds that dramatically change your approach to missions and encounters. Night City is visually stunning, with verticality, neon-soaked streets, and distinct districts that each have unique atmospheres, cultures, and problems. On Steam Deck, the game runs well, with FSR technology helping maintain playable frame rates while exploring the dense urban environment. Side quests often rival main story missions in quality, featuring memorable characters, moral dilemmas, and consequences that affect how people perceive you. The world reacts to your choices, corpo background, and relationships, creating a personalized narrative that makes your version of V feel unique. Number 14, The Witcher 3 Wild Hunt remains one of the greatest RPGs ever made, delivering hundreds of hours of exceptional storytelling, exploration, and monster hunting. You play as Geralt, searching for Ciri, while navigating political intrigue, monster contracts, and morally complex decisions that rarely have clear right answers. The main story is gripping, but side quests often steal the show, with self-contained narratives that explore dark fairy tales, human nature, and supernatural mysteries. Combat requires preparation through crafting potions, oils, and choosing appropriate equipment, while learning enemy patterns and exploiting weaknesses. Steam Deck handles this massive game admirably, letting you experience the complete adventure, including all DLC in portable format. The world design is magnificent, with varied regions, from war-torn villages to mystical forests and bustling cities, each with distinct cultures and problems. Character relationships, especially with Yennefer, Triss, and Ciri, carry emotional weight, with consequences that ripple through multiple storylines and determine the fate of nations. At number 15, Persona 5 Royal combines stylish turn-based combat with social simulation, creating an addictive loop of dungeon crawling and relationship building. You lead the Phantom Thieves, infiltrating the twisted desires of corrupt adults by exploring surreal palaces filled with enemies, puzzles, and treasure. The combat system uses demon negotiation, elemental weaknesses, and flashy all-out attacks that make every battle feel dynamic and strategic. Social links let you build relationships with teammates and confidants, unlocking new abilities, story content, and gameplay advantages. On Steam Deck, the turn-based nature makes it perfect for portable play, with the ability to save frequently and tackle dungeons in manageable chunks. The art direction is absolutely phenomenal, with vibrant colors, slick UI design, and incredible style that permeates every menu, battle, and cutscene.
The story tackles themes of rebellion, social injustice, and finding your place in the world through memorable characters and plot twists that keep you engaged for over 100 hours.
Number 16, Final Fantasy VII Remake reimagines the PlayStation Classic with modern action combat, stunning visuals, and expanded storytelling that deepens the original narrative. You follow Cloud and Avalanche through Midgar, experiencing familiar story beats alongside new scenes that add context, character development, and surprising twists. The combat blends real-time action with tactical ATB management, letting you switch between characters and use abilities, magic, and summons strategically. Character interactions have been completely fleshed out, with voice acting, mocap, and additional scenes that make relationships feel genuine and earned. Steam Deck handles the game well, with optimization allowing you to experience the beautiful visuals and flashy combat effects in portable mode. The soundtrack remixes classic themes brilliantly, while new compositions enhance emotional moments and boss battles with orchestral arrangements. Boss fights are spectacle-driven, multi-phase encounters that test your mastery of combat systems, while delivering cinematic moments that match the biggest action blockbusters. At number 17, Monster Hunter Rise brings the beloved franchise to new heights with vertical exploration, streamlined mechanics, and incredibly satisfying combat against giant monsters. You hunt increasingly powerful creatures using one of 14 weapon types, each with unique movesets, combos, and playstyles that require dedication to master. The wire bug mechanic adds vertical mobility and new silk-bind attacks that make combat more dynamic and fluid than previous entries. Multiplayer hunts let you team up with friends to tackle challenging monsters, while the progression loop of hunting, crafting, upgrading, and hunting stronger targets is endlessly addictive. On Steam Deck, the game runs smoothly, maintaining the responsive combat and visual clarity needed to read monster attacks and react appropriately. The variety of monsters ensure hunts stay fresh, with each creature having unique behaviors, attack patterns, and environmental interactions. Gear crafting lets you build specialized sets for different playstyles and matchups, creating deep customization that rewards experimentation and optimization.
Number 18, Resident Evil Village delivers horror, action, and exploration in a game that balances scares with empowerment through excellent pacing and variety. You play as Ethan Winters searching for your daughter through a mysterious European village filled with supernatural threats and memorable villain encounters. Each area has distinct themes and mechanics, from gothic castle exploration to psychological horror to explosive action sequences that prevent the experience from feeling repetitive. Combat feels punchy and satisfying, with resource management forcing difficult decisions about when to fight and when to conserve ammunition and healing items. Steam Deck handles the game beautifully, maintaining atmosphere and visual fidelity while delivering smooth performance during intense combat scenarios. The merchant system lets you upgrade weapons and purchase supplies, creating meaningful choices about how to spend limited currency. Boss battles are creative showcases that test different skills, from puzzle solving to straight combat, each leaving lasting impressions through design and presentation. At number 19, Death Stranding Director's Cut offers a unique experience focused on traversal, connection, and rebuilding society in a strange post-apocalyptic world. You play as Sam Porter Bridges, delivering cargo across dangerous terrain while avoiding supernatural entities and navigating treacherous landscapes. The gameplay loop centers on planning routes, managing weight distribution, and using equipment, tools, and vehicles to overcome environmental obstacles. Asynchronous multiplayer lets players help each other by leaving structures, ladders, and supplies that appear in other worlds, creating a sense of cooperation without direct interaction. On Steam Deck, the methodical pacing works perfectly for portable sessions, where you can chip away at deliveries and infrastructure building. The story is quintessentially Kojima, with surreal imagery, philosophical themes, and performances from an all-star cast, including Norman Reedus and Mads Mikkelsen. What initially seems like a walking simulator reveals surprising depth through systems that make traversal challenging, engaging, and ultimately rewarding in ways few games attempt. Number 20, Doom Eternal cranks up the intensity from its predecessor with faster combat, demanding resource management and platforming between explosive demon-slaying encounters. You rip and tear through hell as the Doomslayer, using a diverse arsenal of weapons, each with alternate fire modes and specific tactical applications against different enemy types. The combat loop forces aggression through mechanics that reward close-range glory kills, chainsaw executions, and flame belch attacks that restore health, armor, and ammo. Platforming sections provide breathers between battles, while also testing your movement skills with precision jumping and monkey bar swinging. Steam Deck handles the frenetic action admirably, with settings adjusted to maintain smooth performance during the most chaotic moments with dozens of enemies on screen. The level design is spectacular, with secret-filled maps that reward exploration, while maintaining forward momentum through increasingly difficult combat challenges. Boss fights are epic, multi-phase battles against towering demons that test your mastery of all combat systems while delivering heavy metal-fueled carnage. At number 21, Control Ultimate Edition combines supernatural action with Remedy's signature storytelling in a game about exploring a shifting brutalist building filled with paranormal phenomenon. You play as Jesse Faden, investigating the Federal Bureau of Control while gaining supernatural abilities and uncovering the mystery of your missing brother. The telegenetic combat is incredibly satisfying as you throw objects, shield yourself from bullets, and combine abilities with gun modifications for creative approaches. The Oldest House is a fascinating location with impossible geometry, shifting rooms, and secrets hidden in every corner, rewarding thorough exploration. On Steam Deck, the game runs well with ray tracing disabled, delivering the mind-bending visuals and destructible environments that make combat arenas feel dynamic. The story is deliberately cryptic, using documents, recordings, and environmental storytelling to build a strange universe filled with altered items and otherworldly threats. Boss fights against corrupted agents and massive entities test your mastery of abilities, while the DLC expansions add substantial content, including crossover elements with Alan Wake.
Number 22, Sekiro Shadows Die Twice demands precision timing and aggression, rewarding players who master its rhythm-based combat system centered on posture breaking rather than health depletion. You play as the one-armed wolf, navigating Sengoku-era Japan to rescue your lord, while facing deadly enemies, mythical beasts, and legendary swordsmen. The combat emphasizes parrying, countering, and aggressive pressure, creating a dance-like flow where hesitation leads to death and confidence leads to victory. The grappling hook adds vertical exploration and mobility options during combat, letting you reposition quickly and navigate the beautiful interconnected world. Steam Deck handles the demanding combat perfectly, with responsive controls that ensure every death feels like a learning opportunity rather than technical failure. Boss fights are brutal skill checks that require pattern recognition, timing, and composure under pressure, with victories feeling earned and immensely satisfying. The story explores themes of immortality, loyalty, and sacrifice through cryptic storytelling, environmental details, and memorable character interactions.
At number 23, Dark Souls 3 offers refined combat, interconnected world design, and challenging encounters that define the Souls formula, while being more accessible than previous entries. You journey through Lothric, fighting undead monsters, knights, and gods, while uncovering the tragic history of a world locked in cycles of fire and dark. The combat emphasizes stamina management, spacing, and learning enemy patterns, with countless build options through stats, weapons, armor, and magic. Exploration rewards curiosity with shortcuts, hidden areas, and optional bosses that dramatically expand the content beyond the main path. On Steam Deck, the game performs well, maintaining the responsive combat and visual clarity needed to survive the punishing encounters. Multiplayer elements add cooperative and competitive layers, with summoning for help, invasions, and messages that provide cryptic guidance or deliberate misdirection. The weapon variety is exceptional, with unique movesets, scaling, and weapon arts that let you customize your playstyle from mangled dex builds to strength powerhouses to magic users.
Number 24, Terraria provides virtually endless creative and combat possibilities in a 2D sandbox that blends exploration, building, and progression across hundreds of hours. You start with nothing and gradually craft better equipment, build elaborate bases, and prepare for increasingly difficult boss fights that gate progression. The world generation creates unique experiences with different biomes, resources, and challenges, ensuring no two playthroughs feel identical. Combat evolves dramatically from basic swords to complex weapon combos, summoned minions, and elaborate boss strategies that require arena construction and preparation. Steam Deck is perfect for Terraria, with controls adapted well for portable play and the ability to sink countless hours into building, mining, and exploring. The progression system is incredibly satisfying, with clear goals and constant upgrades that make you tangibly more powerful throughout the adventure. Multiplayer support lets you collaborate with friends on massive building projects and challenging boss fights, creating shared memories in your custom worlds. At number 25, Slay the Spire perfected the deck-building roguelike formula, creating an addictive strategy game about climbing a spire while building increasingly powerful card synergies. You choose between different characters, each with unique cards, mechanics, and playstyles that require completely different strategic approaches. Each one involves battling enemies, adding cards to your deck, finding relics that modify gameplay, and making difficult choices about paths through the spire. The synergy between cards, relics, and character abilities creates endless possibilities, with new combinations discovered even after hundreds of hours. Steam Deck is ideal for this turn-based strategy game, letting you play quick runs during breaks or marathon sessions where you experiment with different builds. The difficulty system, with ascension levels, ensures the game remains challenging no matter how skilled you become with each character. Daily challenges, custom runs, and unlockable cards provide constant reasons to return, while the simple but effective art style keeps focus on strategic decision-making.
Number 26, Portal 2 remains one of the smartest puzzle games ever created, with ingenious level design, sharp writing, and cooperative gameplay that builds on the original perfectly. You use the portal gun to create linked entrances and exits, solving increasingly complex physics puzzles that require spatial reasoning, momentum manipulation, and creative thinking. The single-player campaign features incredible pacing, with new mechanics introduced regularly, while building to satisfying eureka moments when solutions click into place. GLaDOS provides darkly humorous commentary throughout, creating memorable moments and quotable lines that have become gaming legends. On Steam Deck, the precision aiming works surprisingly well, with gyro controls providing accurate portal placement during platforming and time sequences. The cooperative campaign offers completely different puzzles, designed specifically for 2 players, requiring communication, coordination, and trust. The level editor and workshop support provide virtually unlimited additional content, with thousands of community-created test chambers ranging from devious to hilarious.
At number 27, Half-Life 2 revolutionized first-person storytelling and physics-based gameplay in ways that still influence modern game design decades after release. You play as Gordon Freeman, fighting the Combine occupation through varied environments from dystopian cities to coastal highways to alien-infested towns. The physics engine was groundbreaking, allowing creative puzzle solutions and combat tactics using the gravity gun to manipulate objects and turn environments into weapons. The pacing is masterful, with quiet exploration, tense combat, vehicle sequences, and physics puzzles balanced to maintain engagement without overwhelming players. Steam Deck lets you experience this classic with modern conveniences, while maintaining the responsive gunplay and satisfying physics interactions. The silent protagonist approach lets you project yourself onto Gordon, while supporting characters provide personality and emotional connection to the resistance movement. The atmosphere created through environmental storytelling, art direction, and sound design builds a believable dystopia that feels oppressive yet still worth fighting to liberate. Number 28, Left 4 Dead 2 delivers cooperative zombie shooting that remains incredibly fun thanks to the AI director system that adapts intensity based on player performance. You fight through campaigns with 3 friends or AI companions battling hordes, special infected, and terrifying boss zombies in desperate escapes to safety. The variety of special infected forces teamwork, with each enemy type requiring different tactics, from focusing fire on tanks to listening for hunters and watching for smoker tongues. Campaigns feature multiple paths, crescendo events where you trigger hordes, and safe rooms that provide brief respites to heal, restock, and prepare. Steam Deck handles the 4-player chaos smoothly, making it perfect for quick campaigns or marathon sessions trying to survive higher difficulties. The weapon variety, melee options, and throwable items create satisfying moment-to-moment gameplay, while Versus Mode lets players control special infected against survivor teams. Despite its age, the game remains populated with players, and the workshop provides endless custom campaigns, mutations, and mods that extend replayability infinitely.
At number 29, Divinity Original Sin 2 stands as one of the deepest CRPGs available, with tactical combat, meaningful choices, and emergent gameplay through interacting systems. You create custom characters or choose origin characters with pre-written backstories that dramatically affect how NPCs react and what quests become available. The turn-based combat uses environmental interactions, elemental combinations, and creative ability usage to create dynamic tactical scenarios with multiple solution paths. The world reacts to your choices, race, class, and actions, with consequences that ripple through the entire campaign, affecting character relationships and story outcomes. On Steam Deck, the game adapts well to handheld controls, with radial menus and optimized interface, making the complex systems accessible without keyboard and mouse.
The writing is exceptional, with dark humor, moral complexity, and genuine emotional moments balanced throughout the 100-plus-hour campaign. Cooperative multiplayer lets you experience the adventure with friends, while competitive elements like persuasion battles and loot claiming add playful tension to the party dynamics. Number 30 wraps up with Fallout New Vegas, widely considered the best modern Fallout entry thanks to exceptional writing, branching narratives, and meaningful player agency. You play as a courier left for dead in the Mojave Wasteland who becomes entangled in the power struggle between NCR, Caesar's Legion, and Mr. House. The faction system is brilliantly designed, with each group having legitimate motivations and philosophies that make choosing sides genuinely difficult. Quest design emphasizes multiple solutions, with speech checks, stealth, combat, and environmental interactions all viable approaches depending on your character build. Steam Deck handles the slightly dated graphics well, while mods available through the Steam Workshop can enhance visuals, fix bugs, and add quality of life improvements. The DLC expansions are exceptional, with Old World Blues and Dead Money telling self-contained stories that rank among the best content in any Fallout game. The skill system encourages specialization and roleplay, with perks and skill checks that make different character builds feel meaningfully distinct in how they interact with the world.